we do here on Cinema or Sofa, we try to help you decide whether or not this movie is worth seeing in the movie theater. All right, so for this movie in particular, were the monsters worth it, right, to see on the big screen? Were the demons and special effects worth seeing on the big screen? That is the question. That is the question. Yo, here we go again with another episode of Cinema or Sofa with your boy Tommy Graham. Tonight's episode is The Conjuring Last Rites. This has been a long-awaited movie, at least for myself. I am a horror film fanatic. I love them. I love to watch horror films ever since I was a wee little baby. I'm talking kindergarten. My dad put me in front of Hellraiser. Yeah, that might be why I'm a little f***ed up. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's take a dive into this movie to see if it's worth that cinema rating. And if it is, who's going to get that golden star? I don't know. Is it going to be the usual suspects? Is it going to be the leading stars? Or someone new to the scene? Only one way to find out. Let's get into the video. All right, so what we're going to do is take a dive into this movie and see what it's all about. Now, The Conjuring Last Rites. Okay, The Conjuring Last Rites. It's a supernatural horror, mystery, thriller. Okay, let's emphasize on that supernatural. Now, it's loosely based on a true story. It's about the couple, her and him, Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga. Okay, they're the actors, Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren. All right, they are married. They are a couple that goes around and they dig into cursed houses, objects, and all sorts of stuff. Whoever's having these paranormal issues, they then report it to the church. The church reaches out to them, and they decide whether or not they're going to go ahead and try to relieve these people of this curse. Does it always work? Well, in the movies, maybe. All right. Patrick Wilson, he is most known for the Conjuring movies. He's in a lot of horror movies, I'll tell you that much. And it's not even just this franchise. I believe he's in quite a few. Insidious. I don't think that has anything to do with the Conjuring universe. Yeah, he does a wonderful job in this movie and in most things that he does. So he is a nominee for the Golden Star. Vera Farmiga. Now I know her from Bates Motel. She was awesome in that. And she's also in a bunch of different horror movies. She's also in The Orphan. Okay, Departed. That was a great movie. Bates Motel. That's where I know her from. She did great. That is a great show. It's freaking weird in the end. But hey, what did you expect? All right, what did you expect? She's in Hawkeye. I wonder who she was in Hawkeye. Then we got some new talent, okay? I'm not sure if she was in the other ones, but she's the daughter of the Warrens. Yeah, so she wasn't in the other ones. All right, so, and we also have Mia Tomlinson. She plays the daughter of the Warrens. Her name's Judy Warren in the movie. This is her first appearance in the franchise, I believe. In the other movies, she was not in them. They used somebody else. But yeah, it looks like she wasn't in the other one. So this is her first appearance. So she is also going to be nominated for the Golden Star. And then we have Steve Kotler. He was in quite a few of the other movies. He is the priest that helps these two, Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren, bless houses and get these demons up out of there. Okay? And he's kind of like the buffer between the church and them. So they'll come to the church, relay the message, they'll bring it to this guy, Father Gordon, okay? And he will be the buffer and decide whether or not it's worth their time. And if he thinks it is, he goes to them and lets them know. Oh, he's also in Oppenheimer. Would you look at that? And he's in She-Hulk. Great, what a shit show we got there. But he's in Insidious as well. So is Insidious part of the universe? No, it's not. It's not part of the universe. But he's in it. He's in it with your boy here. But I know he has to be in the other Conjuring movies because I remember him being in there. Let's see. Yep, The Conjuring. Yep, he's in the other ones, or at least that one. He's in Annabelle. Okay. I had a feeling though that the daughter was played in Annabelle. Okay. Yeah, so they replaced her. Judy Warren used to be McKenna Grace. So yeah, they replaced her in this movie. All right. So wonder why they did that. Maybe she's more qualified. Hey, she did a good job. She did a wonderful job. And this guy is new. Ben Hardy, Tony Spera. Ben Hardy is the boyfriend of Judy Warren. She just goes off to college and whatnot, and she's got this boyfriend. All right. Let's take a look at his career here, because I know nothing about this man. Love at First Sight, Six Underground, X-Men Apocalypse. Okay. X-Men Apocalypse. Anything else that I know of? No, not at first glance. But he did pretty good. You know, he played a believable character. I enjoyed his presence on the screen, his screen time. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. Okay, those are going to be our nominees. So now let's talk about the movie. All right. Now, this movie I waited for. I couldn't wait for. And I was excited for all those things in one. Was I impressed? I would have to say I was not let down. Okay, they delivered. They delivered. What we do here on Cinema or Sofa, we try to help you decide whether or not this movie is worth seeing in the movie theater. All right, so for this movie in particular, were the monsters worth it, right, to see on the big screen? Were the demons and special effects worth seeing on the big screen? That is the question. That is the question. It's not really an action movie. But, you know, in these kind of movies, you can put action into them, and it makes it more interesting. You know, you got things flying up. You got furniture floating on the ceiling upside down. You got freaking it raining from the ground, you know, that type of thing. All types of weird stuff going on. So in this movie in particular, is this cinema or sofa worthy? Is this movie worth cinema or sofa? Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Cinema! Come on down. Yes. I just like to say that, you know, ain't nobody coming. But yes, definitely go see this in the movie theater, especially Halloween is coming. It's rated at a 6.5 on IMDb. Let's try Rotten Tomatoes. All right, let's take a look at Rotten Tomatoes. 56% rotten. Bro, y'all sleep, man. Y'all sleep. But it's got a 79% popcorn. Okay, so what that means is these are verified ratings. Okay, these are not verified. So, like, I don't think you need to put all your information in for the green and then the red. I mean, the popcorn, it means like legitimate active users that have a subscription on here. They voted. Okay. Audience says critics. Oh, critics. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. I don't care. I say go see it. Now, let's see who's going to get this golden star, shall we? Who is going to get the golden star? Who's going to get that golden star? Mia Tomlinson! Come on down! She did a great job. It was believable. And yeah, congratulations. Congratulations on your award. Congratulations. You did a great job. And I hope to see you in more films, okay? And it was between her or Ben Hardy. All right? It was between her or Ben Hardy. And I just think she deserved it, you know, especially she's a lead role in this movie. And it might have been one of her biggest opportunities, right? And I really think that this woman's got something going for her here. She's got something going. You know what I mean? I would have to say this is one of her biggest movies, and she did a good job. She showed up, she put in that work, and here she is. It's great. It's great. Hey, if I've earned that like or subscription, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.